At the gym again today. Been here for quite some time actually, procrastinating for a lot of it. Not stationary while procrastinating, but I was on the treadmill just walking backwards. Where instead of usually where I spend 20 to 30 minutes doing it, I spent 40 minutes just thinking about what I'm going to do today. Um, the things that kind of stood out was legs, but I do legs in the form of sprints and all that stuff outside the gym, but I guess I haven't done landmine squats in a couple of days, and landmine squats is my preferred kind of squat. Um, then so that's what I am starting off with today. Then the other thing that stood out was I haven't done arms in a short while, and I haven't done abs or a lot of abs in a short while. I don't know, or at least that's what it feels like. So yeah, today's workout is probably going to be all of that. Starting off with landmine squats, as I mentioned earlier. This is my fourth set. I'm going to superset this with the kettlebell complex because for one I like supersetting, and because it keeps the heart rate high, makes things more time efficient, etc., etc. Anyway, let's move into the set. Going for 4 reps each shoulder. Lost my balance there a little bit. Probably gonna add a plate next set. But for the kettlebell complex, this is something I saw on Instagram today on Colin Daring's page, handle Daring 101. So, starting from a row to a clean to a high pull to a snatch to a thruster, and then switching hands and repeating it on the other side. I need to adjust my watch. All right. A really good complex there that targets the whole body. So yeah, I'm going to superset these two for a bit. I'm probably go heavier on this. Three plates felt good. I don't know. Let's just record the next set. All right, here's the next set. Switching sides. Oh, this is taxing. Not bad. Now on to the complex. Yeah. Oh, doing these two back to back, it's pretty brutal. This was probably my top set of this. Might do a back off and then move into some arms probably. I thought I'd do more landmine stuff, but I think it's time for some arms. So before I move into arms, thought I'd do another squat variation with the landmine. So I'm going to do landmine hack squats. Haven't done these in a while. Although like there used to be a time when I was doing them really frequently, like multiple times in a week. And since then it's kind of dropped off for no particular reason, except, I don't know, that was just other stuff I was doing, I guess. Yeah, so going to do landmine hack squat superset with Jefferson curls. So kind of like a quad dominant on this exercise and hamstring dominant or posterior chain dominant on the other exercise, supersetting both sides. So yeah, landmine hack squats look like this. So the way I like to get under this is kind of bringing it up like that and then rotating into one side. and then sit down all the way. Going for 5 each side. Oh. This switching sides is kind of the annoying part of this movement, to where the heavier you go, it's hard to move from one side to the other. Supersetting that with Jefferson curls. So I'm using the slanted surface of this squat machine as a slant board, and pretty much lean forward. One of my subscribers, Hanan, told me to do slant board Jefferson curls, and I told them I would do it. So had to throw these in today. I hope I got the name right. In any case, what this position does is it keeps your calves in a stretch position, which in turn keeps the hamstrings in a stretch position. And so as you lean down, it exaggerates the stretch in the hamstring even more. Going down till I reach a threshold, and then coming up. Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna do these two for a couple sets and then move into arms. So for arms, starting off with alternate rope grip tricep pushdowns. I don't know, every time I do this, I mention it. I like doing, I used to do two-handed pushdowns for a lot of my life. And since the past 2 years, I've almost never done a bilateral tricep movement, because I feel like there was a lot of imbalance between the right and left triceps, and focusing on things unilaterally has helped me even it out over time. Plus, although I usually do it with the regular handles, when doing it with the rope grip, I'm able to flex my wrist at the end, which adds to the tricep contraction. throwing in some doubles in there, and also throwing in some reps in the stretched position. By the stretched position, I mean usually like you hold the weight over here and then alternate. Instead, I'm starting here where the tricep is in the stretched position, and then do a couple of reps. And then once I hit failure or close to failure with that, moving into some towel grip curls. So using a towel and wrapping it around the kettlebell to create this instability and also thicken up the handles, which forces the forearms to work quite a bit harder. Think of it as using fat grips or something. But this also adds an instability element, which forces the biceps to contract. No. Which forces the biceps to contract a lot more intentionally. Oh. So yeah, while using the towel grip, my forearms have to work a lot more. It also creates an instability where the weight's moving around a little bit, so I have to contract the biceps a lot more intentionally, which increases mind muscle contraction connection when doing the movement. And I superset these two for probably 8 to 10 sets. I don't know, I just like the way the superset feels quite a bit, so I'm just going to do a lot of it and then move into some abs. This next thing is definitely a tad over the top, but it's a fun challenge in any case. So windshield wipers is usually when you hold on to the pull-up bar and swing your legs. I'm doing it with the towel grip, which adds the possibility that I can swing around, which makes me have to just be a lot more stable and intentional with the way I move. Yeah, so just gonna do 3 reps each side. Looks like this. Yeah, definitely crazy intense on the forearms, and then takes a lot of core effort too. That was my second set. Probably gonna do 2 more before I move into, I guess, some more regular exercises for abs. So for the next ab exercise, doing sit-ups on the GHD, but I'm going to only keep one leg in at once. So usually a sit-up is when you do this, but both legs are in there. I'm going to take one leg out, which allows me to focus on the abs unilaterally and makes the movement quite a bit harder. Going for 5 reps each leg. When using one leg at a time, the biggest thing that I notice is I feel like the entire chain, like from like the abs, all whatever 4 to 6 of them, well, through 4 on one side, and 6 in total, but So when I have the left leg in, I feel it on the left side, like going from the hip flexor all the way into, I guess, all four of the abs on the left side as well. And yeah, I don't know. You'll have to try it for it to make sense. But pretty much, I feel like all four abs on one side uh, firing along with the hip flexors. When I'm leaning back, I'm touching my hands on the floor, kind of as a gauge of how deep I'm going, and also to make sure that I'm going that deep each time so that I get a full stretch of the abs and the hip flexors. Gonna do these for a bit, then one more ab exercise before I hit the sauna. So instead of doing another ab exercise, I'm ending off with back extensions. So similar to the previous exercise, I'm only leaving one leg in at a time. I'm going to do 8 reps. Allowing me to unilaterally focus on the lower back, glutes, and hamstrings, making sure that they both get strong equally and the dominant side doesn't take over. So yeah, going to do 3 sets of this, and that'll be it for the workout. Going to spend maybe 20 minutes in the sauna. I don't know. Yeah, let's do an outro after this. So today was a mixture of legs, arms, and abs. Pretty much the muscles that I felt like weren't worked too much over the past couple of days. So yeah, kind of uh, not being rigid with my split or anything, just kind of going off of how I feel, things I've done in the past couple of days, and then gauging what I haven't done, and then making sure all different aspects of fitness and all different muscle groups get worked within, I guess a week or a weekish. And as long as I do that, I'm pretty satisfied with how things are going. I don't hold myself to any set split, and I've become pretty intuitive as to how my body feels, and I'm able to um, make my workouts accordingly, and even I guess pick what I'm going to train from day to day accordingly. So yeah, I felt like I was looking lean today, so wanted to do some posing. Also, the past couple of days I've been in the sun a lot, so the tan's really fresh, so to speak, and I look better when there's some tan. Oh, not looking too bad, I would say. Let's try that again. All right. I'd say I'm not looking too bad. Yep. All right, yeah, that's it for today's video. See you all tomorrow.